And we are back with a new day, a new dawn, but in the same place. Yes, you haven't missed much. We're picking up from exactly where we left it. We were 379,000 light years, light seconds, I think it was, away from here. And as you can see, we're on our way to the planet that is most furthest away from anything. And Veil West is up above, so I'm not sure which way the sun is. Oh, let's have a look. I've got to refresh my memory what this system is like. Okay, so we're off to the furthest planet, which has turned out to be this one. I wonder if this one might afford us a better view, because we'll get to see this maybe as well in the same eye shot. So this one is 3492769, 349. As near as makes no difference. I think we should land on this one instead. And the thing is now, if I change, what happens if this planet's surface is so much more dynamic or so much better than this one? You know, this one has got misty chasms and this one's just boring fart. Yeah, the solution is to try both, obviously, but then there's all these. I want to try these as well, and maybe even this one. This one looks like it's a little bit darker. I want to be here for a little while, you know. I want to stick around the Veil Nebula West for a while, because it looks like, I don't know, I associate it with so many things, like the candy floss pink, and it's like balls number 5 and 6 on a snooker table. You know, blue for boys, pink for girls. Which, if you want some trivia, it used to be the other way around. It used to be blue was for girls and pink was for boys. Back in 17th century? Don't quote me on that. Yeah, but the colours used to be the other way around. Anyway, yeah, so it just looks great. I'm here. There's many planets to land on, so I'm going to do that. Don't know whether to go home, back to Shinny. I don't think so. I'm not in a mood yet where I'm, you know, thinking, oh, I'm sick of this. Oh shit. Try paying attention, boy. There's the ringed planet. Okay, so that doesn't cost us too much time. So I want to position myself. Look at all the nebula. I want to position myself in a position. Now look where the dark side is on that ringed planet. So we're going to need... Oops, I should let it scan, shouldn't I? I'm going to drop my speed almost. Well, right to the bottom. Now, again, is that the same thing? Is it that the top side we can see is illuminated by the nebula? Because the nebula is kind of up and over there right now. So if the nebula's over there, then I'm going to want to land over here, I think. Somewhere here, am I right? I've got to be quick about this. Yeah, somewhere on the top here. I mean, it's brightly lit. It's like there's not really much of a dark side, really. I mean, there is on the ringed planet there, on the ringed gas giants, which I'm assuming that's what that is. But
orbital flight engaged.
I mean, this is just full on ambient. Oh, I have to fly inside there, I think. quick. Oh, wow. I'm glad I didn't change planets. I have to go in here. I'm just going to land right there, if I can. Oh, mist would just finish this off, wouldn't it? Look at this view. Where do you get views like this? Blue and pink sky, a ringed planet, and what's this, Stilton cheese looking thing? It's like it's just got like blackish veins. Okay, so this platform, well, I was gonna land on this where it says my pitch rate 30, yeah, there on that platform there, that ledge, or right down there, which looks a little bit bumpy. However, oh, this does look good, and it's like it's lit up in red and blue. You can really see the tinge or the tint from the nebula there. You can really see that. I'm going to put it down right here. Wow, look at the exploration you can do around here. I might lose one of my SRBs here. I haven't checked the gravity, and I might regret that. No, I'm alright. Jesus, I keep forgetting to check the gravity. 0.09. Okay, so it's, yeah, almost a tenth of Earth's gravity. Jesus. It doesn't take much to be careless, does it? I haven't seen a planet like this before. A surface like this. Obviously, the white rocks, yeah, we've just seen that. But with the white and the, yeah, something different. It's something different. And we need to be down. There we go. Alright. So the ringed planet has kind of been obscured now because I did land quite low in. However, Veil is not obscured. So let me just try and have another sip without tasting. Turn off the taste buds. Right. Lights off. Actually, lights on. You can see the bump on the ground better. We did this in Bubble Nebula. Look at that, look at that. It's just lit up in blue, that hill there. Or mountain, or whatever you want to call it. And you see all the shadows get turned off because it's all round ambient light there, where this provides a new light source. Wow, 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 wow. I like. So I've got three different colours on the surface at the least. We've got the ground, which is like a sandy colour, a bit darker there in the middle. We've got white over there, the tint from the blue there. Can we see any of those black veiny things that we saw? Yeah, they're kind of visible there. There they are. Well, we've got some serious terrain here. Some serious views, I should have said, really. Wow. But I have to say, when Veil Nebula West is overhead, it seems like nothing can look bad. I need to get back in the buggy for this one. I just want to nip back. Oh, you can't do a J-turn in this bloody thing. I want to nip back to the ship. Oh, sorry, no, I just had a bit of an optical illusion there. The engines were so high up there that for just a moment I thought the ship was floating. But no, that's just my own delusion. I think I'm not close enough to the ship to get the shot that I'm after. Oh, where's the neb? It's over there. Ah! I'd like the ship to be the other way around, ideally. But the cockpit glass again is highlighting. We can really get rid of that debug camera warning thing now, don't you think? I think we know. Yeah, this wasn't really the shot I was after, but I'll take it. I will definitely take it. Yeah, I'm just going to cram screenshot after screenshot because I can never have too many of these. So, what's over here? Where's the bit that went really deep down? I should have got my bearings and tried to remember. But look at the differences in the... I wonder how far it is in the buggy to get over there. So 0.9 gravity, 0.09. Yeah, that's not going to be too destructive. I'm already down to 94 after hitting that rock, so I have to play it a little bit careful. And if I'm honest, I'd rather not, but if I do lose a buggy, I'm not going to panic because I have 2 now. Whether that entices me to take more risks, I don't know, but I'm definitely going to where this ledge is. I tell you what, this place is littered with these rocks. It's just, they're all over the place. It's like somebody smashed a gigantic china cup. And I don't know. Doesn't that look good? That's one of the best, like, formations I've seen. It looks massive. I mean, I know that by the time my buggy reaches there, it's probably going to be so... Oh, don't disappoint me. Don't make this all flat ground. I want it to be a drop. And I also don't want you to just creep up on me either. I'm not bothered with anything on the wave scanner at the moment. 1 contact loss. I wonder what that was. Of course, it's my ship disappearing and saying bye-bye. Okay, so it's starting to get a little bit bumpy here, so I need to just back it off. So I'm just going to drop power off the engines so I can't max it out too much. What's on the other side of this? The floor. The ground, which I keep referring to as a floor, I don't know why. These white speckles. It looks weird. But if we look at this rock here, you can see that it is trying to be the normal colour, but it's... I don't know if it's reacting too much to the ambient light. Would it really light up that much? I don't know. I don't know. Let's have a quick pop outside and take a look at this SRV from the side. There we go. Kind of want to get both colours in, really. That's a spoiler, isn't it? We should lock the camera there somehow. So there's the SRV up against the nebula, and pretty impressive it looks too. I quite like that veiny look. I don't know whether that's graphical issues or whether it's meant to be that way, but I like it. Yeah, where we landed there was a think now. There was a high wall, mountain wall, so it must be this one on the left of me. And then on its right was dips and troughs and valleys and stuff, so I just don't know if that's where I'm heading to right now. Well, if this buggy is built for any kind of terrain, here it is. Whoa, look, I've just looked at my map there. Okay, so we could be, I'm going down here. I'm not going to chicken out of this. Oh, that is quite the dip, but it's okay. I've been down worse. Well, there's a couple of big rocks over there. That was actually nothing getting down there, really. You can tell by the sensors. Oops, I've just locked that in. The kind of size of walls that we're up against here. Nothing too major though. Okay, I feel safe that I can just take this. Okay, that was alright. That's that doesn't look too bad. That's shot there. I don't want to get too much of the ground in. This is a hell of a surface on this planet to explore though. Look at the size of these things. That is a big chunk. And if you're a Hitchhiker's fan, maybe it is a giant, part of a giant teacup or something. Wow, another big rock over there. This is probably the kind of area where I'd want to do some careful exploring in the ship as opposed to the SRV, because it looks like I'll be able to cover some more or more interesting stuff in a lot quicker time than being in this little thing. The colour change from where I am now. I can't. Oh, this surface is starting to piss me off because I can't put my foot down, as it were. Oh well. Try to avoid this, but I can't. Am I? Excuse moi. No, I couldn't avoid it. Okay. Onward. But don't worry, I intend calling the ship back fairly soon. Unless... Oh, backwards, backwards, backwards. That's a lot of light. It really is. It's a lot of light being hit onto that rock. It's being... What I mean is it's being... it's... Oh, shite. It's being affected too much, I think. It looks over bright. myself on this flat bit here. I mean, how long is it going to take me to get over there? Let's bring the old ship back. If I remember, I'll edit that out. If I don't, I apologise. So of course, yes, I'm on an icy body. I think it would be more beneficial to pick a rocky body. There's too much sliding around here. The ground doesn't look particularly icy. However, if these white rocks are blocks of ice, then the reflection is pretty much okay, because ice is a big reflector. Right, there it is. I think this planet's surface does offer more a rewarding experience from the ship than it will from the SRV. So as you can see on the alphabet letters, today I am not atheist. Today I am a theist. Anyway, enough of all that rubbish. Look at this. Now isn't that much better? I just got to be careful not to hit into anything. Wow, there's a view and a half. That's a shot that I want. And also, if I can, I'd like to get one with the ship in it. Yeah, I know the ship's still, but everything's still on a photo, so makes no difference. I have to say, I am quite impressed with this terrain. It looks really good. As I am impressed with the nebula, of course. Now, which way did the ringed planet go? Oh, point of interest, really? Yeah, right down there. Do you think we can land in there? Should I try it? Oh. I don't know, should I? I can't really get out in the SRV because if the ship buggered off, well, I could, but if the ship goes and it's not going to come back down there, and I might not get out. Although I don't know. I reckon I should have killed my speed a lot earlier. But I'm okay. Yeah, this is kind of weird because I have to
Landing
work
gear
out.
deployed.
Yeah, I just did that. I have to work out where the fucking floor is, and I've kind of lost my bearings. I think, is that the floor there? Look at the bloody sensor, the terrain on the sensor. I'm just going to dip down a little bit more. I don't think I'm going to land it, but I just want to do that because I want the I want the photo. If it's anything decent. Now I'm kind of I'm not straight. I'm pointing down. That's not good. Oh, hey, good luck in finding me a place to land down here. And suitable terrain. I can't say I'm surprised if I'm honest. Nothing. Ooh. Do you think I can nail that little bit of blue there? Nah. I've decided it's too much time wasting, too boring.
Landing gear retracted.
But it does look good though. And there is the gas giant. Okay, why don't we try another planet? Because this video is starting to run on and I really wasn't intending this to happen. So as you can see, this one's considerably closer to the
Frameshift drive charging.
looks considerably closer to the gas giant. Come on, a line up.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
What's with the
Warning,
heat build-up?
temperature critical.
I'll never combine honey with that tea again. So yeah, that's some terrain there. Let's see if this one is anywhere near as interesting or featureful. That's even a word. And that's the joystick. I'm not touching it. I'm gonna have to find a way to clean this. Maybe clean the contacts on it or something. Hopefully that's all it is. And as you can see, Veil getting a lot dimmer now. I might as well scan the big guy while I'm here as well. Rocky World, Icy World, it doesn't come up and tell you anymore. You've got to go back into the system map to find that out. Hurry up. I bet there's no resource extraction sites here. Although why couldn't there be? Fresh ones. Just that nobody's been there yet. Okay, so the nebula's over there. means I'm going to want to be on this side, top side. Now so far this looks like a darker surface than the last two we went to. It also looks like one we've seen many times before, but let's just see what happens when we get closer in. And I want to be somewhere up here, I think, right? Yeah, more or less. Oh, go away. So again,
Orbital
another
flight
planet
engaged.
scarred like Darth Vader's head. Wow, look at that ridge going across there. Maybe we can land on the edge of that thing. In that crater. Show me the gravity, will you? I can never see it. The colour 0.08. It's hard to see the orange. It doesn't look so deep now. Yeah, it does look like the surface of Vader's head though.
Landing gear deployed.
Interesting colours, the pink obviously from the nebula. Now if I put it down here, I'm not going to obscure things too much, am I? No, it does not like it. You can see, I don't know, is that like a blue tint there from the nebula as well? Okay, so find me something suitable. That'll be a nice module, wouldn't it, for the ship? Suitable terrain finder. Can't even see the dot here. I've just come over a ridge. It's happy with this one. Okay, no messing about, let's go. There it is. Lighting up that ridge quite well. No doubt about that. So let's see what we got. If we look up, oh, it's Veil West. What do you expect? And if I can zoom out just enough to get both in, well, sort of. Well, I think we've seen plenty of Veil West now. Now I realise I might get stuck down here and have to self-destruct. I don't want to put myself in a place where I can't really get out of, or that the ship won't come to me. What's the brakes like here? Like full brakes, no handbrake, just brakes. It takes a while. It's like a 50s car with drum brakes. Okay, so brakes and handbrake. I think we're okay down here. I think this is it's not like it's just a vertical drop or anything. It's just a big slope going down. just let it do its thing there. Well, it's certainly some interesting terrain, that's for sure. Interesting formations. Down we go to the bottom. I've got no doubt that my ship's probably going to leave me for dead. I have programmed into the ship that I am not Matt Damon. Oh dear. Right then. So this ground being coloured obviously by the pinkness, this is very slippy. Yeah, you can tell that where the pink and the blue are tinting the floor. Now then, is that something on the scanner? Well, before we go, that is a pretty good look. I mean, the ground's a bit, the ground and the hills are a bit disappointing, but to have that colour, I am going to call it a sky. Yeah, it's lovely. So imagine what it would have been like inside, a planet inside the nebula, rather than, you know, maybe a light year or so away from it. I don't know how far we are away. I know we're not in it, but where this is right now, this system, if I'm not mistaken, we're closer to the pink than we are to the blue, and that would explain why there's more pinkish red hue here than there is blue, from what I can see. And whatever's on the scanner here, it looks like it's going to make me work for it if I want to find out what it is. Because I'm going to have to just do a bit of oh shoot. No, that's not what that is. I haven't lost a percentage, but as I say that, there you go. Don't open your mouth. As long as it doesn't drop down to 0, I'm okay with it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Don't tell me there's something interesting to see here, and then have an 8-wheel drive vehicle not be able to get up an incline like this. I do like this kind of terrain, but it's challenging. It's like a little mini game, I suppose. It is certainly a challenge to try and navigate around it. It's like trying to get through a maze almost, you know. You just gotta, like, there's a way to get there and you just gotta find that way. I hope you guys don't get motion sickness. Hello. I can't see it because it's covered by the A-pillar. Is that anything? No. I might have to go this way to get out though. Just skip round there we go. Oh! And I know I'm a real fair distance away because the wave on that scanner is still quite wide. It's not narrowed. Come on! Come on! Sounds like an old Land Rover winch or something, trying to pull. we got through that. That might be the worst of it. I wonder what this is. I couldn't even turn. I was trying to steer just slightly there. Nothing was happening. It's in that Vino just before it. It looks like a drop, and the sensor is telling me that yes. Well, I don't care. I'm going to go down it anyway. Will I say that? Yeah, I am. Oh. Okay, it's held on the handbrake here. Let me just take a look at this. See what I'm facing. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Look at this! And how am I supposed to get to that? We've got a skimmer or a stinger or something that's down. We've got the remains of an SRV. And are they the canisters buried in the ground? You believe that? Nothing's fallen to the floor. That would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? That would be too good, wouldn't it, if canisters had fallen to the floor. So obviously this has happened a while ago, if we're going to follow some kind of story. And it's since been... I've never seen a downed skimmer like this and just buried into the ground. That is a new one on me. And where am I? I'm right there, I'm right on top of it. So there's the SRV pointing upwards. That's not anything that we can do anything about. This isn't... It looks like canisters that have just blown up. So what's in it for us? What's here for us? Anything? Wow. So it's basically a wreck, an SRV wreck, on the side of a hill here. And that's a first. Let me tilt this up the right way. That is a first for me. I don't know what to do about this now. Sounds like a detuned kit scanner, doesn't it? So, what do I do here? There's nothing here, is there, for me? I'll edge a bit more. Here, I am going to take it very careful now. Because I don't want to go down there if I don't have to. And there is, yeah. Well, there's a shot. The buggy, the wreck, and the nebula. But anything that I can pick up? I mean, I wouldn't anyway. No way. Now then. Canisters or rocks? Canisters. If they're canisters, I'll be quite impressed. Because to have this accident up here, and then remaining canisters down on the floor there, I'd be seriously impressed with that. So, yes, I'm going to go down. So, in order to go down, I have to remember that it is right button, and then I need to synthesize an SRV repair by pressing the space bar. Okay, so it's, in case I need one on the way down, it's right button, space, space. Okay, right button, space, space will get me a repair. Okay, I'm prepared to sacrifice an SRV if I have to, because this is something quite different and unique. But I'll try and look for a way down that is maybe not as vertical, although I don't think that's avoidable. Oh shit, I've already started. No, facing sideways is not really where I want to be. So I'm going to see if I can get over here. I want to be facing head on, straight down. They do look like canisters, and I will be very impressed with that if it is. Because it means that the debris has been strewn around in a kind of a believable way. Yeah. They must be canisters because they look too similar. The rocks look different. Okay, so I'm actually coming down with no brakes, but I do have the handbrake on. And I have quite a lot of control here actually, so I'm not really freaking. Now I'm just intermittently tapping the handbrake as I come down. It's amazing with this SRV that, yeah, it is, you know. Because we're past that crash site now and this thing's still waving. There you go. I said at the top earlier, I said, you know, if there's any damage down below or any debris down below. And there they are. Hey, I hope it's better tasting tea than the one I just had. No, but, I mean, I can't pick it up, obviously, I've got no cargo space. But that's really impressive. Or is it just that... Is it just that they've procedurally added a crash site, but half of it happened to be up there? Well, no, because normally the canisters would be closer. But if they procedurally generated it there, why haven't these three canisters? I think there was... Right, this is my thinking on this. They procedurally generated this crash site, this point of interest, with four canisters, because you normally see four, don't you? Anyway, one of them's got stuck in the ground up there with the rest, as we saw earlier, but three of them didn't get stuck in the ground and actually rolled down here. But when did they roll? Was it when I came close to the point of interest and it generated? I don't know how this has happened. Like, procedurally, I don't know how this has happened. But I like the fact that it has happened like this, that there's a crashed SRV at the top of that hill, and down at the bottom here is... Yeah. Or... where these canisters are is where that permit, that red square would have been, you know. You know what I mean? That area where they were being held. There was the skimmers and the stingers or whatever there. SRV comes along, little battle. Somehow everybody dies. Or the skimmers killed the SRV and then ran out of batteries. I could speculate all day, obviously. But that's impressive. However that's happened, I like the fact that it's up, yeah. Anyway, okay, I'm not bothered about the fuel. Yeah, that's quite cool. And this is a perfect place to land the ship. %, on the old damage meter. Well, I think we've seen plenty of Veil, and I'm sure you don't need to be bored anymore with this. So I'll just see if my ship comes back to me in... Yes, well, don't land up there. Oh God. You wouldn't. Yeah, you would. Okay, I don't know whether to... Yeah, I could just go a bit further out and recall it, but have a little bit of a play here. As long as my path up doesn't involve me getting... Wow! I wasn't expecting to do that much. I'm not sure I can navigate a gradient like this. I don't think so. But I'm not ruling it out either. Oh, I tell you what, there's just not enough gravity keeping me pushed onto the ground, but if I can get momentum here, I've got half a chance. See if I... No! I was so close. So close. Come on. Come on, tyres, dig in. I know there's not a lot of gravity, but you're built for this. Come on. Push. Just a little bit more. Have I just done that? Did I do it? Is the ship still above me, or? Yeah, it's there. Okay. So it's just over the ridge. We'll head them off at the pass. So it's... Oops. Well, you picked a great place to park. Right. Well, just for that, you're not getting your monthly oil change. Whoa. That was good. I got knocked by one of the legs and it put me right on target for the for boarding. Oh, pressed it twice. Okay. Well, I can either be boring and land at another planet, or leave the Veil West Nebula. Thing is, now I'm here. What about just doing this one? Because that's not an icy body from the looks of it. But then there's this one. Let's go here. Okay, so 1,200 light seconds away, that's nothing. I'll be back when I'm there, because, yeah, this video is getting a bit large. Right, here we are fast approaching. This is a metal rich body, so I'm glad I came here just because I could scan it. And that is definitely the dark side, and that is definitely where we're going to be landing, and that's great because the nebula is behind us, so this works out a treat. What was that? It looks like a little UFO came on the screen there. Okay, so I want to be, that's proper dark. Look at the graphic glitches. Come on, Franzia. I'm not going to scan that star quite yet. So I am really going to start. That is really dark. Which means this should light up the nebula like a lot. I just want to be completely hidden from that sun. But I don't want to be completely hidden from the nebula. Oof. It's a bit bright, so I want to turn into it here.
Flight engaged.
I don't want to lose too much of it. Should it be this purple? I don't know. I don't know. I was wanting to turn onto that black bit there. I'll just throttle up. Okay, let's see if we can I am coming in rather well, I say rather quick, but I am full throttle at the moment. So I think this will be the last planet I land on in Veil West. And now I need just to pick a landing spot. And I've already noticed that it's 1.1 G, so I'm going to have to be very careful. Get it in the blue zone. I have my upward thrusters on, and I'm panicking now.
Landing gear deployed.
And that's the reason why I panicked. Because the inertia just kept carrying me. Okay, no problemo. I put the landing gear out, and I think maybe I shouldn't, because I wonder if I could have boosted out of that. Because I started to face upwards, and I did press the boost, but of course there was nothing because I'd put the landing gear down. It's not the kind of thing you want to be experimenting with either. I think out of all the planets, this has got to be the crappiest landscape. I mean, it's that... I mean, look, the bubble nebula was purple, okay? And the planet's surface was purple, which you would expect just purely just from the ambient. But this is pink and blue. No, it doesn't want me to land here. This is pink and blue, and it's still the same purple, albeit a little bit darker. It's like this cat and mouse game I'm playing here. Another mini game within Elite Dangerous. Thank you. So this is, I'm not going to be here for too long. This is a very crappy surface, I think. What does a ship look like from here? I mean, yeah, it's like purple. Yeah. Well, that's as far back as I can go. I'm just trying to see if that's any brighter than it used to be. It's not really, I don't think so. I thought because the planet had a really dark side this time that it might yield something of a brighter sky, but brighter nebula, but not to be. Anything on the scanner apart from the ship? No. Okay. Guys, I think that is it for Veil West. So the video, all my videos of Veil West are quite large at the moment. And I'm not sure how much editing there is, although I'm sure you might think there's loads. Just cut out all the parts where I'm talking. Yeah, not the best idea I've ever had. Crappy surface, disappointed with that one. All those little icy bodies were far more detailed and you know, good to look at than this thing. But I guess look at the draw, you know. But then we don't have those severely white rocks here. I like the way this cloud just goes over here like that. It's not bad. It is one of Frontier's better ones. So whatever that says to you, that's it. So this is where we end in Veil West, Sector DLY D68. And from here, well, there's this, which looks like every other nebula, but it's 446 light years away. It's nothing. It's like next door, and I kind of think I'd be silly not to go to these two. Veil Nebula East, I think maybe a trip up to these two and then down to Veil East. So pop into Pelican, pop into North America, and then down to Veil East. Alright, well that's it for Veil West anyway, so I'll get this video online, and I'll see you on the next part of this journey if you want to come along. So bye for now.